Peace, y'all. You know who it is. It's your boy, the Anarchist, and I'm here with my boy,
Invisiblekatana.
We are a few nobodies talking about nothing except for a few things that we fuck with, you know. And I want to start off today before we probe Invisiblekatana's mind, because this dude, this is a thought hate dude. If I don't know, whatever. Like, I don't know what thoughts did to you in your childhood. Maybe you tried to get with a thought and she played you. But anybody that has sex with over like 50 dudes, you just guys just aiming for them. Like, I don't understand this, but we gonna probe that. Before we get into that, let's talk about a few things that Invisiblekatana knows nothing about real life. First of all, what's going on in the real world, because I have to update you every week. Jay-Z and Beyonce, these are entertainers now. And Future, not the future
of time.
Yeah. The artist's name is Future.
Thank you.
They put together a track together with DJ Khaled. Now, DJ Khaled is a DJ, okay?
A disc jockey.
Exactly. A disc jockey, if you will. He spins the records. Yes.
The ones and the twos.
Ones and twos. I don't know why that's ones and twos. I'm sorry. You brought back some old shit I used to just clown on ones and twos. Invisiblekatana on the ones and twos. The Anarchist on the ones and twos. That just sounds so weird to me, bro. It's not the ones and twos. But anyway. So, yeah, man. Damn, I should have started playing you the track before we got on. But, you know, I'll just break it down. Because, like I said, Invisiblekatana knows nothing about music.
It won't matter to me.
Knows nothing about good music. But, yeah, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Future all got together to with DJ Khaled to do another track. Of course, all you music heads and hip-hop heads know DJ Khaled, Future, and Jay-Z knocked it out of the park a few years ago on that Major Key album with the song Major Key. That shit was dope. That shit was flooding everywhere. That was my shit. Jay-Z went ham on that. Future actually did a good job with the hook. And then later after that, Beyonce and Jay-Z came out with a single I didn't like, but did pretty good. So I feel like now DJ Khaled kind of, you know, he trying to use that formula. Let me get Future and Jay-Z together. Future on
get the team
exact
back.
Same thing. Yeah, Future on the hook, Jay doing the verses, and even threw Beyonce's ass up in there, because that's his way. You can get your ass up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like I turned.
Yes.
You better sing this motherfucking song now. But yeah, so I listened to the track 6 hours after they put it out. You know what I'm saying? Got to be the first one on it, or you know. First couple, you know,
million, yeah.
Right? First couple million, yeah. Gotta be in that. I'm gonna listen to the song. Beat come on, like beat cool. Not as good as Major Key, but it's cool. Let's see what they do. Then I hear Future coming that bitch. I just the top of the Maybach. I just the top of the Maybach. Maybach. Yeah. I'm like, Future, bro. You're gonna have to stop doing this codeine, bro. It's not working anymore. It's not. Now, a lot of people like to shit on Future because of his music and the type of music he makes. But believe it or not, he used to put together some good ass melodies. Believe it or not. He was gonna be talking about selling dope and doing drugs and getting fucked up and fucking bitches and doing Molly. But man, with those melodies on me. I don't know if I can really fuck with I got the top of the Maybach the way he doing his voice. I don't know if I can do that. But the good thing about the song is Jay-Z basically saved it. I love Jay-Z's verse. He's spitting his shit. You know, he did the Meek Mill line, which I guess he told Beyonce to say too. Cause I'm like, we ain't need both of y'all niggas to say it. Free Meek Mill. Alright, everybody want this dude free, but we don't need y'all to say it. Both of y'all. When Jay said it was cool. But then Beyonce is like, come on now. And Beyonce kind of stuck to her little singing, crooning, drunken love style over trap beats. So I'm like, gotta have Beyonce on it.
Style, yeah.
Gotta have Beyonce on it, but I just feel like they just pander too much. I hate movies when people pander too much. For instance, I seen a black movie that I shouldn't have seen. Look at me, I'm sitting up here trying to support black people, you know what I'm saying? Where they made a movie, put it in select theaters, try to get some money, and I wanna like it. I'm like, my people put this together, you understand? These is my people. You need to see the passion in my eyes. I know y'all can feel it. These is my people. So I'm like, look, my people put together this production. You know what I'm saying? They slaved away. They didn't slave away. Let me take that back. You know what I'm saying? But they worked their hardest. And they put together this movie, bro. Have you ever heard of course you never heard of this because you haven't heard of real life, but a book called True to the Game. Have you heard of this?
No.
Now, of course, Invisiblekatana hasn't heard of this. Because his ears aren't to the streets like mine are. But True to the Game is actually one of the first quote-unquote hood novels. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, for those who don't out there, the hood actually means the urban streets or the urban community. All right?
The ghetto.
The ghetto, if you will, of course, yes. So it's one of the first hood novels. It's the movie and book stars a gentleman, a drug lord. I believe his name is Quandale or something like that. Quadir, no, that's his name. Quandir or something like that. He's a drug kingpin. And he's trying to court this young lady who is going to college, which he eventually does, and blah blah blah. You know, so that's basically
secrets
the story.
and yeah.
Basically, you know what I'm saying?
I thought you were this, and then you were this.
No, she knows he was a drug dealer
Okay.
the whole time. You know, and she's not trying to act like you're not trying to get with him. Then he woos her, gets with her. You know what I'm saying? It's just real remedial. I'm just, you know.
Yeah.
If just by me
Cliche
telling you that, you
storytelling,
probably figured out what the movie and the book are. You know. So, like I said, to me, I have to support black stuff. Matter of fact. It's just something I gotta do, but I gotta keep it real too. I'm not about to just see a movie and pretend like it's good because it's done by blacks. I have to keep it real. Y'all niggas fucked up this time. You fucked up this lady book because a lot of people like that book. If to write a book and get niggas to read that shit. They should have gave that bitch a fucking Nobel Peace Prize. That book was literally popular in jail. Like you know what I'm saying? I know a few people that have been incarcerated in the system, so they tell me that that's you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So, you know, I feel like the movie butchered the book. But back on the song, I just went, you know, I'm all over the place. But and I was basically, I brought up the book because, like, I have to critique the Jay-Z, Future, and Beyonce song. I love Jay-Z. I feel like Jay-Z can bring so much swag, and he can just bring so much substance, and he can bring a good flow to a song. He still does that, and he does it every single time. Future has fallen way the fuck off. Future is looking like a fucking, really like an amateur out here. Did you hear the Black Panther soundtrack?
Yeah, I've heard.
Did you hear the song with Future on there?
Is that the?
Where he's doing the crazy shit. Yep.
I've heard that one. Yeah.
Yep. So just based on that, when I hear
There's
that,
like a lot of rappers like okay.
that was doing their thing on it.
Yeah, I've heard that one. Yep, I heard that.
So that's why I'm saying, like, I feel like the drugs might be doing something to him. I feel like because either that or he's getting to a space where it's like he basically just used all his creativity. Because like I said, he used to come up with flows effortlessly. I'm like, damn, this dude's so good. Now I feel like he's definitely trying. He's at a space where like, let me do something.
See what's happening.
You know, let me fix my voice. Let me do. And you know, I'm not really one to knock experimentation, but when all your experiments end up bad, like you gotta just, you know, you gotta change the game up. So bringing that up, you know, like I said, we can't really break it down. You haven't heard of the song, but people go listen to it. Like I said, you probably gonna feel exactly the way I do. You're gonna feel like the hook is alright. Like I feel like if I listen to it 25 more times, I'll get used to it. 20, that's the number. 25. 24 times I'm gonna be listening to it like Jay-Z killed it. Fuck Future, fuck Beyonce. After 25 times, I'm probably gonna get into it. So radio, do your thing. Yeah. But yeah, man. What else I wanted to talk about? Monique. You been hearing about Monique or what?
Yeah, started with the Netflix thing, wanting to make the same money as, you know, Chappelle.
Well, not necessarily want to make the same money, but didn't want to get slighted. Yeah. She never said I wanted to make $60 million, but she just said them niggas.
That was just how it came out. Yeah. When it first started, it was like, you know, everyone was basically pretty much against her. Like the whole way through, she was just pretty much getting destroyed. It's not the days of the Parkers anymore. Right. People don't care.
Right. You ain't chasing after Mr. Ogilvy, bitch. Yeah. He ain't about to change your life.
But
shout out to the white people who don't know what the fuck I just said.
But yeah, like, you know, she came on, it was like, you know, why is she not making, I mean, she did say in that video, I did see like the very first thing where she did say like, why is she not making as much as them?
What was that?
It was like that very first video that she did, it was something like that where it was like, how come she's not making it? She did say something like that where it's like, how come I'm not making as much? It just wasn't exactly what she meant, but it was what she said though. And so then everybody was like, well, you want to make as much money, be as famous as Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, which most people are not, male or female.
But I would say this, though, that okay, you might have worded that wrong, so I'm going to give you a chance to maybe go back on that. I believe Monique is famous as Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. Monique is as famous. Dave Chappelle don't have an Oscar.
I can
so I think that's what she was saying, like I'm the most decorated. But the thing is, she don't realize that nobody give a fuck about a comedian with an Oscar. You a serious comedian, bitch? You got an Oscar for a serious role? Don't give a fuck.
And when she was famous, that was before Dave Chappelle even had his show.
Back then, she's still famous.
Yeah,
what you mean, like before Dave Chappelle?
when she was like as big as like Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock. When she was at her biggest, I would say was when she was actually on TV more than anything else.
No, I wouldn't say that. No, because you're talking about The Parkers, which is an urban TV show.
But during that time, like that was when she was famous, like as far as like TV and stuff. But that was when
she was doing
her name,
comedy
like,
shows. She was big, but you got to understand. She was popping. Like I feel like what you're saying is, yeah, she if she did a lot of that now, she would be good because she was doing shows. She was doing a TV show. She was doing comedy stand up. She was doing movies. She was everywhere. So her name was out there, but she wasn't as big as she is now. That Oscar did make her a household name. She was working back then. She was working. Actually, what she was doing was she was covering the Chitlin circuit. Niggas knew her who the fuck she was. You ask her.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as movies though, she did. As far as I know, all she did do was Precious. Like I couldn't name any other huge movie that she even did anyway that would make her super famous.
Almost Christmas, you know.
What is that? That's nothing to me. That's literally nothing to me. So her being famous, her being in these other movies. She did
Fat Girls. You remember that?
No, I don't. I literally do not remember what. I don't even know what you just said.
Damn, you remember Fat Girls?
So that is basically my point right there.
Okay.
You have Chris Rock, who even without movies and stuff, like he's in a couple movies here and there. Basically, he shows up in Adam Sandler movies, and that's just like his thing.
Right.
But other than that, he does still do his stand-up. Like he consistently has done stand-up for a long time. Dave Chappelle, yeah, he disappeared for like quite a while. But obviously, the Chappelle Show is like one of the most famous.
And disappeared. He only disappeared from the show. He still toured and did his thing. Grew his following back the fuck up. Like he was quietly making noise because he just wasn't on TV. But Dave, he never stopped working ever.
And that's what I mean. Like I feel like she probably didn't technically, but it wasn't like I ever heard about it. It was like, oh, there's Monique in the movie, and that's pretty much it. It's like the same with like Queen Latifah. It was like, okay, Queen Latifah's in movies for sure here and there, but it's not like she's
not
nearly
bubbling.
Yeah, she's not nearly
like,
as.
Do you know who Tiffany Haddish is?
Yeah.
Would you say she's like one of those people that's like,
because she's
getting
more popular?
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like coming off a movie, coming out with commercials and TV and all this type of stuff. Like
and
this is
Monique hasn't done that in a super long time.
Yeah.
Like I don't know it outside of the movies that she's shown up in, which I mean, for some of them she may have been the lead, but for the most part, she just, like I said, Precious is always going to be like the first thing people say because that's what
she went
yeah. But that was a long time ago, and after that, there has been nothing that.
And people, you know what people sweep under the rug? Nobody fucking liked Precious. Nobody. Did you like that movie?
I never even saw that movie. I know the story of it, and it's super depressing. It's like I don't want to watch that anyway.
When I looked at that fucking movie, the first thing I thought in my head was, why the fuck did I watch this movie? I felt like they got me. They got me on some mind control ass shit. I seen Oprah, and I seen Tyler Perry, and I seen Monique, and I see this ugly fat bitch, Gabby Sidibe. I'm like, you making me look at this ugly fat bitch for a good 90 minutes, and Monique looking ugly as fuck, beating her ass, and then you got Mariah Carey ugly for no reason in the movie. It's like, we need you to be ugly, Mariah. We need you ugly as fuck in this movie. When the producer came to her, like, look, we need you to play this ugly bitch. So no makeup, Mariah. We need you to look ugly as fuck. I would have been like, for what, motherfucker? I can't be a cute social worker. Everybody in this bitch gotta be ugly. Like, really, that was a criteria for the movie. All black women, off with your makeup, be ugly. That was a terrible movie. Terrible.
Everything and black you people said was based off of their look. So is there anything movie-wise? Because you just
okay. The movie
I'm
was
just saying because everything you said was this bitch ugly, this bitch ugly.
Everything was all ugly. It was all fucking ugly. There was some cute bitches in the movie, but the main bitches was ugly. But all right, this is why it was a bad movie. It was basically about a fat, obese, ugly ass bitch who grew up in the hood, you know what I'm saying, was getting raped by her daddy, you know what I'm saying, and dreamed of light-skinned niggas, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, like, that was the movie, I'm still dead ass, and she was, Kim Reed had a baby by her dad, all black people. We should have really boycotted this motherfucking movie, real shit.
Well, it's based off a real story.
Fuck a real story, I still boycott this bullshit. I would have boycotted that whole situation, like, I'm boycotting your fucking life. I don't believe you. Well, I believe you, but I don't believe it should be a movie. Real shit. Maybe a stage play. But anyway, what were we talking about? People that ugly gotta be on the stage. You need to understand. Damn, I know I'm not alone in this. Come on, listeners, comment. But anyway, yeah, like I said, man, Monique basically is this. I feel like Monique has a sense of grandeur, meaning she may feel like, oh, because the white folks gave me this Oscar, y'all niggas need to bow the fuck down to me, especially Netflix. But like shit don't roll that way. Like Dave Chappelle ain't got no fucking Oscar. He only got $50-60 million because when Dave Chappelle come out with a motherfucking stand-up, people want to motherfucking see that shit. When Monique was talking about, Netflix won't give me a whole bunch of money to do stand-up, most people I knew said, I didn't even know Monique was a fucking comedian. What the fuck she want more than $500,000 for? You know what I mean? But we'll see how it works out. Did you, I know you didn't catch it, but did you hear about her appearance on The Breakfast Club? Her back and forth with C the God?
Nope.
Didn't hear about
I've
that?
I've heard about it, but I just didn't watch the video.
Okay, well, it was intense. I've seen a little bit of it. She was kind of respectfully disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? His name is Charlemagne the God. She started calling him Leonard. You feel me? Brother Leonard.
Listen, Champagne.
I ain't gonna lie, that's disrespectful, bro. That's disrespectful, bro. If I tell you my name is the anarchist, you start calling me Dimitri, I'm slapping the fuck out of you.
This is super random for everybody listening, but as soon as you mentioned she didn't say his name, I thought about that video project when he was super pissed. And that girl
yeah, man.
Anarchist had a moment where he was real mad this girl didn't put the anarchist in the title.
If I didn't have just that 1% of control, I would have kicked her in the face, bro. I had to grab my shit and leave, bro. And I ain't even come to the fucking premiere. Fuck y'all. The whole team against me, bro. I ain't even about to rehash that.
It just made me think. I just thought of that thought.
Yeah, man, but
college days.
Fuck college. Man, college was so ass. Not even gonna lie.
Yep,
What'd you like about college? Like,
nothing. I mean, I met some cool people. Other than that, it was a waste. What I learned something. I learned.
Take your time.
We learned some stuff.
We
did something video wise. I can't think of it now.
Can't put my finger on it. Yeah. It was something.
I know how to say mise en scène. I know what
that is. Mise en scène. Don't know what the fuck it is, but yeah, that mise en scène.
If I remember, it was something with light and shadows together. The mise en scène of the scene.
We need to get deeper in that show.
That's really all I remember.
Yeah, man.
I learned that and
take our college education to the next level.
A little bit of art history, and that's pretty much it. And I got an A in philosophy, and everything else is down from there.
Yeah, man. Hey, but besides that, man, is there anything, on your mind you may want to speak to the listeners about or make them aware of things?
Well, not much I want to make aware because we kind of already talked about this, but there was another mass shooting. Well, it wasn't a mass shooting, but there's another shooting. It was Central Michigan. So we got another one of those, but there was 2 dead. And I would assume at this point they caught the shooter.
Oh, just 2 dead, is it?
Yeah. I heard
mass shooters getting fucked up when you say statements like that. Like, just 2 dead, that's it? That's what's up.
But yeah, it's, another shooting, and I don't think that, obviously,
look,
with
man,
everything
basically,
that just happened.
They need to arm the teachers, basically, is what they need to do. Debate me.
All the memes on there
don't debate
be
me.
So funny. Like, it'd be like librarians would be having silenced guns.
Have big ass shotguns, like, stay quiet.
Yeah, history teachers will have the muskets and stuff like that, and then the lunch ladies will have those little ketchup condiment guns.
The math teachers gonna have to have the AKs just based on you know what I'm saying? Just their knowledge. You understand?
Calculations of the sprays of the bullet.
Do you think that it will ever be like that? Like, cause it's some crazy shit going on. Yeah, like they just be like, you know what? They get teachers certified as teachers, and then you got to get certified at the gun range.
I highly doubt it. I mean, let's be honest. The schools is not. The big thing is always teachers are literally helping build the future, teaching young people, and they don't make a bunch of money. I don't think they're gonna be like
risking their lives.
Not even the teachers. I don't think the government is gonna care enough. Like they'll say it all they want. Like we should arm the teachers, but then it's like that means we have to put more money in schools. Like no.
What else can we do?
Yeah, can we? Not
BB guns, imaginary guns. Load them up with
cap guns. Give them some of those rainbow colored cap guns.
You feel me?
That'll scare somebody away.
Maybe they can give them tasers.
Yeah,
mace.
Probably not mace because you spray mace that can hit everybody. You gotta be like,
fuck it. Sometimes you gotta shit. Sacrifice.
Everybody.
Sorry, Billy, but we got him though.
Yeah,
Billy got hit too.
His eyes all burning.
I need some milk.
I I don't think that'll happen. I don't think that'll actually happen. I don't think they would have that sort of element, because then you get to, I mean, it doesn't really happen, but I mean, so take this idea, like we already have it where it's like, oh, you know, you have students and teachers in relationships and that's bad and stuff like that. You get the wrong teacher. We've already had that stuff before where teachers just lose their minds and it's like just yelling and stuff. It's like, oh, he pissed. That tenure don't matter now. Or he has tenure in his college. You can't get fired now. Some people don't need guns. It don't matter if you're a teacher or not. Like some teachers snap. Some people and kids are just douchebags. I know. So
now that I think back on it, like I would never want none of my teachers to have a gun. I had a friend named Anthony back in school. Anthony was the funniest dude I ever met in my life.
This is the sandwich eating?
Yes. Did I say this on the podcast?
Yeah, you mentioned that y'all told him to eat a sandwich before, and he just
if a teacher had a gun in that situation, bro, that wouldn't have been my friend anymore. That'd have been my long lost friend Anthony, bro, because as a teacher, I would have shot that motherfucker. You throw my motherfucking sandwich in the garbage, nigga, and it was a fucking ham sandwich. Lettuce and tomato and pickles on that bitch. Probably mayo too. He threw it all away in the garbage, man. Some bullshit. I'd have shot that motherfucker in the back while he was leaving school.
Cornbread. I don't know if people know that reference. Cornbread Rolling Me. An old movie.
Oh, yeah. No,
Young Lawrence Fishburne.
What about Ricky? Because he got shot in the back. Ricky!
Some people don't need. Some people just don't need guns. And in general, it's just a crazy idea to be like, let's give teachers guns rather than let's figure out gun control.
Yeah, that's letting you know you definitely not trying to solve the problem.
Yeah,
you like trying to go everywhere other than the problem.
Just more guns, less gun people. I don't know. That sounds right. Yeah, let's do that. Let's write that down.
Yeah,
that's a big league idea.
Have you been watching the Winter Olympics?
Of course not.
What?
I don't like sports. And I certainly don't care about the Winter Olympics. I mean,
come on, man, you're not cultured.
No, I am not. Not when it comes to sports. Ooh,
you don't even watch the. Hey, do they still have a Jamaican bobsled team? Because if they don't, I'm gonna be mad.
Cool Runnings. I'm pretty sure they do. Pretty sure
they better have.
I don't know if it's a Jamaican team. I'm bobsledding. I'm pretty sure.
I know they got bobsledding, but do they got the Jamaican team representing? That's all I need to know.
Who knows?
And when the Haitians gonna step up and get in this?
Who knows?
Questions.
I don't know. I don't watch the Olympics. I don't care about the Olympics. All I know is the last Olympics was Ryan Lochte doing some crappy stuff, and they called him a kid even though he was 32 years old. I don't know. Lochte sad. I don't know.
Man, you whack.
Just
man.
The Olympics.
What else?
What is? Tell me. What's happening with the Olympics?
I don't know. I don't watch that bullshit.
Okay, you're supposed to be watching. You love to be hypocritical and just tell me like you uncultured swine. Then I ask you, is like I don't care.
Man, yeah, but because you're supposed to know about that shit. That's some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like sports. I'm not gonna watch the Olympics.
But anyway, I'm supposed to be probe you on your damn fucked up ass childhood. Let's get to this.
Okay.
What happened to you, man? What happened to you in your childhood? Why is you so fucked up? Why you hate Thots? Come on, let's do it.
I don't hate Thots. We've talked about this 100 million times.
You hate Thots, bro?
I don't hate Thots. I just don't want to be with the Thought. All right, we've just gone through the process. If you can be a Thought if you want to be. I mean, dang, seriously. You be acting like I'm the only man. I'm the only person on the whole planet that doesn't.
Could you befriend a Thought though?
Yeah. What if I'm not doing you? What do I care? Let's be friends. Sure.
All right.
I'm probably not gonna be with you, but it's not like I'm gonna be like Thoughts. You can't be my friend. No, that's insane. That's ridiculous. Okay. That would be messed up.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I really thought you was discriminating, man.
No,
I really thought you was discriminating.
You could be a literal whore. I could walk in on you blowing it, dude, and I'd be like, we're still friends. I mean, I don't need to be here for this, but you know, do what you gotta do.
Okay.
Be scared like China. Don't be. Whatever.
Don't even bring me back that fucking shit, man. That's one fucking sex tape I wish I'd never seen for my life, bro. I had the Jergens ready for, you know what I'm saying? I was ready, bro.
Ready to go.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop the flow.
Yep.
Be a Thought.
Have you ever fucked somebody with a fake ass?
No. That's not to say that I wouldn't. But I have not.
Okay.
Have you? It's like potentially.
I could have. Now that I think about it, she might have, but she never told me. I think I asked too.
Nobody's gonna say.
They should.
I know it don't matter.
I feel like the way
Just
it
be
is
open,
now,
be who you want to
bitches
be.
they care. Like, I got this from Doctor. Then he do a good. You know what I'm saying? Because fuck, if it's a good job, it's a good job. Matter of fact, I didn't even. I couldn't really feel like, you know what I'm saying. This is fake. So it might have been a good one. You know what I'm saying? Her body didn't seem proportioned that way.
Wow.
So. Just interesting.
Fake parts, that's totally fine. Fake boobs, they're much better than they used to be, where it was like too perky and too firm. Now you can have the gel implants where it at least looked real, and it's not just like a perfect, like you put a dodgeball in your chest.
Them Pam Anderson shits didn't look right. She used to be running, and you know what I'm saying?
They just stay in place.
Yeah, man. I'm like, come on, bro.
Like a break dance when they move their head, their whole body move, but their head stay the same.
One part of the body going crazy.
Yeah. The rest just be stuck there, just like frozen in place. But it's better now. Technology's gotten better. Just, don't do the black market Botox and mess yourself up.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Screw yourself up real bad and be like, oh, I laughed. Like,
save you a good 20, 30 G. Save you way more than you need and get you a good ass. But go to one of them Kardashian doctors.
Just take a trip straight to Hollywood and just be like, just please. I'm gonna just come right back to Detroit. Just help me. Just help me, please.
See anything good lately? I know you've been doing your reviews.
Not much that I've really checked out. Some of my shows came back. Ash vs. Evil Dead. I love Evil Dead, so that's been good. Walking Dead came back. That was like the sad episode. I think everybody knows, but I won't spoil it. But it was like, somebody died, and I was just like, that's different from the comics, but it's another person dying episode, and I was just like, I'm just waiting for the action stuff. Let's get this back on.
Speaking of dead, and speaking of sex that we was talking about before, what do you think of necrophilia?
I know you was gonna say that. That's insane to me. Oh man.
Do people really fuck dead people?
So we were talking about Amish and random lessons that I shouldn't even bring this up. I'm sorry to even say this to people. Have you ever heard of munging?
No.
Okay, so.
You went to some weird. What are you doing on here? This is be researching this shit.
So a lot of this ends up coming. I be listening to Dave and Chuck, and people bring up random stories, so they have to look stuff up, and that's how I learn a lot of things. The unfortunate truth that is munging is, let's see if I try to remember this right. Basically, you do a dead body. A group of people do a dead body,
like a gangbang. There you go.
And then basically you do some game or whatever, and the loser basically has to put their mouth on the vagina as someone steps on the stomach and everything shoots out of this dead body.
Interesting.
See, I thought you should just be saying that's gross, but yeah.
It is very gross, but interesting is a word it is too.
It is.
It's funny. You think, how many people have died from this? You think a lot.
Of doing necrophilia?
Yeah.
Weird.
That particular thing, I'm pretty sure if you put your
like
face on someone's dead vagina and they push things out into your mouth,
that can destroy you. Yeah,
you may not live after that. Maybe sexually gratifying for those weirdos a part of this deceased gangbang. Let me get the mouth. Bring the head over here.
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. I have literally zero interest in that whatsoever.
About that.
It was
where did they get the dead body?
It was something that they brought up. Random terms always come up. Things like, sometimes they'll do an episode where it's like stuff that we haven't heard before. Because, the show's been on for like 10 years now. So it's like, we've heard everything. And then somebody will come up with some crazy stuff like that. And it's like, well, I haven't heard that one yet. So that's how I learned a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So that's just a crazy
What's
thing.
it called again?
Munging. Yeah. Super gross. But necrophilia, gross in general, gross as a whole.
Yeah.
I just don't even really know. I just don't know. I just can't think of a way. I don't know if there's a way for people to be like, just transition from that to that idea to just sex bots. That's the same thing. But just get a real doll. They don't move unless you move them. Just, put them in the fridge if that's what you like. If you just
get a cold body.
That's where it's at. I don't know.
Deceased body. But I would. I'm trying to figure out
just where that comes from.
Yeah, well, how does a person develop? Oh man, gotta fuck that dead person.
I have no idea. It doesn't appeal to me.
But then again, we talking people don't literally have sexual fetish for just the weirdest thing, children and all sorts of weird animals. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we shouldn't try to rack our brain and figure out why people like what they like, because it's about to be a fucking sex robot revolution.
It's freaky. Then it's just There's that.
The bots is about to be competing with the Thots. And let me tell y'all Thots don't fucking stand a chance. Trust me. I remember back in the day when I used to run, I used to crumble y'all asses. Especially y'all skinny Thots. Y'all be acting like y'all can take it. Y'all can't take it. No, especially y'all fat Thots. Y'all be making me mad. Fat ass. You know what I'm saying? You ever notice big girls really can't take dick like that over skinny girls? You ever notice that?
I have not myself personally. No, I have not.
Big girls really can't be taking dick like that. Like you think you know, because they are big, you can really
pushing
just
for the pushing, as it is said. Yeah.
Yeah, you think you could land on them, but they be acting like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you hurt them a little. Like, bitch, you too big. You hurt me. All right, listen. Get into some uncharted territories. Mm-hmm. And comment below. Do you know anyone into necrophilia? Do you know anybody into, what was that word again?
Munging.
You know anybody that's...
I wish we were recording because y'all couldn't see when he said that. I was like, what? That was the face I made.
Do you know anybody that's into munging? And also, you guys need to comment below which celebrity will make the best thought bot. Now, I know you would just want to put whatever you thought was the most prettiest celebrity. Mm-hmm. But really take into account the celebrity you really think can fuck as a bot. You see what I'm saying? Black China's out of here. And I don't think nobody was gonna say Black China's ass anyway.
I don't think they'll put like the AI where they, you know,
get
like,
some. But let's say you could put like their consciousness in the robot. That's what I'm getting
totally
at.
Different.
That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you would want to, you know, you have to think about how that celebrity fucks. You know
You'd have to know.
Yeah, we know about all of them. Kim Kardashian can't fuck. Black China can't fuck. See what I'm saying? We know about all of them, basically.
Just name two people.
That's all of them.
That's everybody.
That's all the Thots. I said Thots, the celebrity Thots.
Okay.
Amber Rose, we gonna see her fuck in a minute. She with 21 Savage. 21. You feel me? So, yeah, comment below the sexiest celeb you want to see as a bot, and you will pay any amount of money to fuck. Who would you right now? What's that chick name? What's that bitch name? You make a robot of Olivia Munn right now. You never leave your motherfucking house. Tell the truth.
Probably not. Based on the things I've heard her say, I probably would not.
Tell the truth. Ricky. Olivia. All right, y'all. We out of here. It's your boy, the Anarchist. Don't forget to follow me at Instagram at Invisiblekatana. Man, my brain be going, man. Y'all don't realize how late we be doing this shit, man. Follow me at Invisible
It's 3:06 in the morning right now.
No, follow me at Anarchist Beats. Follow this motherfucker across from me at Invisiblekatana on shit. Matter of fact, take it away. I'm not doing this shit. You need to be doing this. I opened the motherfucker, you closed it.
He is at Anarchist Beats on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat as well. I am at Invisiblekatana on pretty much everything. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We are at A Few Nobodies Podcast at gmail.com. And we are also at A Few Nobodies on both Twitter and Instagram. DM us. Let us know what we should be talking about next. Whatever random thing is happening, let us know about the Thougtbots, the next stage, what sex devices are coming out, the Sibians and monsters, whatever it's called, the American Challenge, whatever is happening. Just let us know what we should be talking about. Peace.